Imagine if a casual joke not only changed your life, but built $1 billion brand. That's the story of Lacoste. What started as a playful bet over a crocodile skin suitcase turned into one of the most iconic logos in the world. Curious how it all happened? Let's dive in. So, how did a joke turn into one of the most recognizable logos in the fashion world? It all began with René Lacoste, a French tennis player who in the 1920s was one of the top athletes in the world. During a Davis Cup match, René spotted a crocodile skin suitcase in a store window, and his coach made a bet with him. If René won his match, he'd get that luxurious suitcase. Really? A suitcase? Well, turns out that joke had a lasting effect. Though René didn't win that particular match, the nickname the crocodile stuck. American journalists noticed his tendency and persistence on the tennis court, likening him to a crocodile never giving up once it locks onto its prey. René embraced it. Soon he asked a friend to embroider a little crocodile on his blazer, making him the first athlete to create a personal brand. Little did he know this playful joke would lead to something much. René wasn't just satisfied with his new nickname though. He took it to another level, starting a brand that would soon become a global fashion phenomenon. Fast forward to the late 1920s and Lacoste wasn't just a nickname, it was becoming a full-blown symbol. René Lacoste, ever the innovator, was annoyed with the long-sleeved tennis shirts that players were required to wear at the time. They were restrictive, uncomfortable, and totally impractical for athletes. René had an idea. Why not design something more comfortable? Something short-sleeved, breathable, and made for movement. That's how the iconic Lacoste polo shirt was born. But what about the logo? Well, remember that crocodile joke? René thought, why not put that fierce little croc right on the chest of the shirt? And with that, the Lacoste logo became one of the first ever visible logos on clothing, decades before brands like Nike and Adidas even existed. Can you believe that? This was more than just clever branding. René was making a statement. He didn't just want to win tennis matches, he wanted to revolutionize sports fashion, and it worked. The polo shirt became an instant hit, not just on the tennis court, but in everyday life. It was casual, stylish, and practical, a combination no one had seen before. By 1933, René officially launched the Lacoste brand in partnership with André Gillier, a French textile manufacturer. Together they produced the very first line of Lacoste polo shirts, complete with the signature crocodile logo. What really set the Lacoste polo apart was how it managed to balance both functionality and fashion, in a way that no one had seen before. The 1930s and 1940s were times when men's fashion, especially in sports, was highly formal. Most athletes wore restrictive, heavy clothing that wasn't designed for performance. René Lacoste's polo shirt was revolutionary because it allowed for freedom of movement while maintaining a sense of sophistication. It wasn't long before the polo shirt transitioned from the tennis courts to everyday wardrobes. By the mid-20th century, it wasn't just athletes who were wearing Lacoste. Businessmen, celebrities and students were all sporting the croc emblazoned polo. What started as a tennis necessity quickly became a fashion staple, helping to blur the lines between casual and formal wear, a trend we see in fashion today. You might be thinking, okay, but in fact, how did a simple shirt become such a massive hit? The answer lies in timing. In the early 20th century, tennis was a high society sport and style was as important as skill. The Lacoste polo shirt wasn't just comfortable, it became a symbol of class, sophistication. People loved how it blended athleticism with elegance, and soon it wasn't just tennis players wearing them. But the real game changer came in the 1950s. René Lacoste made a smart move by partnering with Izod, an American clothing company, to bring Lacoste polo shirts to the United States. At first, the shirts were only available, but the Izod-Lacoste partnership introduced a variety of colours, which made the shirts even more appealing. Suddenly, Lacoste wasn't just a brand for tennis players, it was a brand for anyone who wanted to look stylish and feel comfortable. A simple polo shirt could have such a huge impact. Absolutely. The Lacoste polo didn't just revolutionize tennis fashion, it revolutionized casual wear around the world. The US market loved it, and soon the Lacoste brand became synonymous with preppy high-end fashion. By the 1980s, Lacoste polos were everywhere, from tennis courts to country clubs and even in popular culture. They were worn by celebrities, fashion icons, and just about anyone who wanted to signal that they had made it. The crocodile was no longer just René's nickname, it was now an international status symbol. But of course, success didn't come without challenges. Every great story has its challenges, right? Lacoste was no different. In the 1980s, the brand's partnership with Izod led to some confusion. Many people in the US started calling the shirts Izod's instead of Lacoste's. Really? Yeah. The brand was so successful that it became almost too successful, to the point that people forgot that wasn't the only challenge. The Lacoste brand had to fend off competitors who were trying to imitate its success. Other brands popped up with similar designs, some even using animal logos of their own. Still, the crocodile held strong. Why? Because Lacoste wasn't just about a logo or a polo shirt, it was about a lifestyle. The brand had built its reputation on quality, elegance, and a touch of luxury, which is why it managed to outlast many of its competitors. The 1990s brought another bump in the road when the brand faced a legal battle with a Chinese company using a crocodile logo, but after a tough legal battle, Lacoste came out on top. And with new leadership under René's son, Bernard, and later his brother Michel, the company continued to evolve. Lacoste wasn't content to stay just a sportswear brand. In the early 2000s, they brought on a new creative director, Christophe Lemaire, who helped transform into a fashion-forward lifestyle brand, with new product lines including footwear, eyewear and fragrances. Lacoste entered a new era. The crocodile was once again at the forefront of fashion. So where is Lacoste today? Well, it's safe to say the crocodile is alive and thriving. The brand has more than 1,200 stores worldwide and a presence in over 100 countries. It's still one of the most recognisable logos in fashion, but Lacoste isn't just about selling polo shirts anymore. It's a full-fledged luxury lifestyle brand, with everything from shoes and bags to perfumes and sports equipment. What's really interesting is how Lacoste's managed to stay relevant. In 2017, the brand partnered with Novak Djokovic, one of the greatest tennis players of our time, to be their global ambassador. They even called him the new crocodile, paying homage to René's original nickname. This partnership helped Lacoste stay connected to its roots, while appealing to a new generation of tennis fans. And it doesn't stop there. Lacoste has also embraced collaborations with high fashion designers like Jean-Paul Gaultier and brands like Supreme, which has helped them tap into the streetwear and high fashion markets. Talk about a brand that knows how to evolve. What started as a playful nickname has grown into a global fashion empire worth billions of dollars. René Lacoste's crocodile has become a symbol of elegance, performance and style, and it all began with a joke about a crocodile skin suitcase. The influence of Lacoste goes beyond sports and fashion. In honour of René's lifelong passion for tennis and education, the René Lacoste Foundation was established in 2006. The foundation focuses on providing underprivileged children access to sports, primarily tennis, as a way to develop life skills such as discipline, teamwork and resilience. Lacoste's ethos, excellence, sportsmanship and education is now embedded in its philanthropic efforts. The foundation supports initiatives in France and abroad, giving thousands of children the chance to pursue their passion for sports, much like René did in his youth. Through the foundation, Lacoste is ensuring that its brand isn't just a symbol of style and luxury, but also one of positive social change. By investing in the next generation of athletes and leaders, the legacy of the crocodile continues to grow stronger. Today, Lacoste continues to evolve, appealing to younger generations through collaborations with contemporary designers and influencers. By blending timeless elegance with modern trends, the brand stays relevant while preserving its heritage. The crocodile remains a symbol of versatility, adored in both streetwear culture and high-end fashion circles. Can you believe how a joke between a tennis star and his coach led to a multi-billion-dollar brand? It's hard to imagine, but René Lacoste's story shows that sometimes the smallest moments can lead to the biggest successes. From a simple crocodile logo to revolutionizing sportswear, Lacoste continues to thrive as a global powerhouse in fashion. So, the next time you spot that iconic little crocodile on a shirt, remember, it's not just a logo, it's a symbol of grit, determination, and a legacy that all began with a simple joke on a tennis court. Crazy, right? Who knew one small idea could grow into something so massive? If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What other brand stories do you want to hear next? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.